You are mowing your backyard when you spot a dark, oily puddle rising from the ground. It smells like gasoline. Your first thought is, am I about to become a millionaire? But hold on. What happens next depends on rules that most people have never heard of. Some of these rules could mean you get nothing at all, even if the oil is right under your feet. Here are the different ways this situation could unfold. First, you might not actually own the oil. In many countries, mineral rights and surface rights are separate. You might own your house and yard, but not what lies beneath. In the United States, mineral rights can be sold or transferred apart from the land, and this has been common for over a century. If a previous owner sold the mineral rights before you bought your property, the oil legally belongs to someone else. Your first step should be to check your property deed and title history. If the mineral rights were separated from your land, an oil company or investor may already own what is underground. They can drill on your property and you cannot stop them. If you do own the mineral rights, what happens next? If you own the mineral rights, you have a few choices. One option is to sell them outright. Oil companies often buy mineral rights, giving you a lump sum payment so you can walk away. The amount you get depends on how much oil is there, how easy it is to extract, and how much the company wants it. Another option is to lease your mineral rights instead of selling them. You keep ownership, but let a company drill for a set number of years. In return, you get an upfront signing bonus and ongoing royalties, typically 12 to 25% of the oil produced. If the well is productive, this can provide steady income for years. Third, you might consider drilling your oil well yourself. While it is possible, drilling your own oil well is extremely rare. It can cost anywhere from $500,000 to over $10 million, depending on the depth and location. You also need permits, equipment, and a team of engineers. Some small landowners have managed it through partnerships or investor deals, but for most people, this option is not realistic without outside funding. Fourth, the government could get involved. In many countries outside the United States, the government automatically owns all resources below the surface. If you find oil in these countries, you must report it, and the government decides what happens next. You might get compensation, but the oil is not yours. In the US, federal land works the same way. If your property is on or near federal land, there are extra legal steps to consider. Fifth, environmental contamination can change everything. If oil is naturally seeping to the surface, it could mean the ground is already contaminated. This is a legal and financial problem. Cleaning up environmental damage can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Regulators may fine you if you do not report it. Sometimes having oil on the surface can actually lower your property value instead of increasing it. Sixth, there's the tax situation. Oil royalty income is taxable. In the US, the IRS counts it as ordinary income. There are some deductions, such as a depletion allowance, that can lower your taxable income. But if you don't have a tax professional to help you, you could end up losing a big part of what you earn to taxes. So what is the bottom line? Finding oil doesn't always change your life. It depends on who owns the mineral rights, where you live, how easy it is to get the oil, and whether there are legal problems with the land. Most people who discover oil lease their rights and collect royalties. Some sell their rights, and others find out the oil was never theirs in the first place.